So we just finished a session upstairs. It's New Year's Eve, so there's a lot of noise in the hotel. But it seems to still communicate with us even though there's a lot of noise. So we're gonna go listen to see if we caught some EVPs. So let's go take a look.
I wish indeed that my mother, whose memory I cherish across the veil of years, could have been here to see me.
The Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas, New Mexico, dates back to the early 1880s and is said to be haunted by the spirit of the hotel's former owner, Byron T. Wells. He is thought to be in room 310, which used to be his office. Employees and guests have claimed to see an indentation in the bed as if somebody was laying down. Housekeeping staff has reported Byron speaking to them and the smell of cigar smoke. It is also thought to be haunted by a woman who worked for the plaza during the turn of the 1900s. She worked for the hotel for over 30 years, and it is said that even some of her children gave birth to her grandchildren in this very hotel. The spirits of a little girl and boy, along with an old man, have been seen in the boiler room and around the hotel. Many movies have been filmed at the plaza, and several actors have stayed here over time, and many have claimed to have their own experiences at the hotel.
So we're gonna go check out the third floor. Supposedly it is haunted by Byron T. Mills, the previous owner of the plaza, and room 310 is supposed to be haunted by him, and there's been numerous sightings. So it's down this way. So right by the one room I see an apparition all the time in this room because it used to be Mr. Byron T. Mills' office. Yeah, and there he is right there. We're up on the third floor. That's the newer section, Pat. Well, it's not the newer section, but that used to be the Exchange Mercantile, and they connected the two buildings. So this part was always the plaza. That was the Exchange Mercantile. So that's why there's a difference between these two. Whoa. Okay. John Carpenter. Looks like he stayed in this room. John Carpenter. Looks like
Whoever's sleeping in there, getting a lot of juice.
yeah, that's why the dog's barking.
Probably where their headboard is.
That's the. So this is one of the rooms. Claims is 326, and you can see that it's got the panels here. And is that where the dog's barking?
Maybe. Or
I think it is.
look at that. That's right against that one.
Yeah. Yep, it's pegging. They have these beautiful pieces of artwork on the walls that are very southwest looking. So there was somebody here that said hello to me last night, and I came back to talk to you, and see who you are. You sounded like a female. And you can communicate with us in any one of these devices that we're holding, or even this gray device. You can come up and touch it, and the lights will go off. Okay. Was that you touching it? Do it again, so I know it's you. Are you a female? You can also talk into the black device, but you gotta talk real loud so I can hear you. Mr. Martini brought up a good point. Right next to 319, the John Carpenter room, are these two panels right here. And they really peg out when you put the K2 on them. And so right here is where I heard that disembodied voice, the EVP. Wasn't even asking for it. Somebody saying hello to me, a female. And maybe they're using this power to manifest, you know? Kind of dark in here today. So you can see how it lights up. See, there's a lot of power coming off of that.
It's fluctuating power too.
Yeah. But when you come over here, where we're sitting, you don't get it. When it's over here on the chair where we've had it, right here, you don't get that. Do you have a phone in your pocket?
No, left mine in the room.
Okay.
But sometimes if you tap, or even the recorder, I think might set it off. Yep.
No, recorder doesn't set it off.
The reason I walk away
It
is
just fluctuated again. There's got a little blip.
yeah, is everybody here? Come on back, I'm lonely and I want to talk.
It's blipping.
That's pretty weak. You can do better than that, right?
I want to talk to you. Show us you're here by touching that gray device.
No, it's New Year's Eve. There's a party going on. Everyone's in the hotel.
You know what New Year's Eve is? December 31st. And we celebrate the new year. that's you, touch it again.
Does that ice maker down at the end of the hall drive you freaking crazy? Yeah, me too. Let me go pull the cord on that bastard.
That's weird because when this was on a few minutes ago, it was dead as a doornail. Now it's doing this little fluctuation.
Do you like people staying here? You wish the hotel was empty?
There's a lot of nice people that come to stay here. You don't like them?
I don't know, I think some of them can be loud. Do you agree?
Are you a female? Are you a female? Are you the female who said hello to me last night? Did you live in the hotel?
Are you still with us? Come back.
Well, I think it's hard for you to do this because you're not lighting the thing up very much. So I think we know it takes a lot of energy.
There's power over there against the wall. Get you some. I think we lost it.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to us. We really appreciate it. So, several years ago, there used to be a couch right here. And so I'm in the lobby right now. There's the front desk that's there now. And the front desk used to be right there, and that used to be an outdoor patio where the front desk is now. So there was a wall right there. So there was a couch that was here at that time. And one of the guests was sitting on that couch was a young girl. And her parents had stepped out this door and were standing just outside having some cigarettes and watching her sitting on this couch. Well, she went up to the girl at the front desk, which was right here, and asked if she'd come sit with her because there were ghosts sitting with her. And when her parents came in this door, they took a picture right here because they thought it was so cute how the front desk girl was sitting with her, and two apparitions showed up in the picture. And it's a pretty cool picture. I wish I could get a copy of it. So I was sleeping last night in the bed behind me, and ever since I've been here the last 2 nights, I keep getting woken up in the middle of the night, not knowing what wakes me up. Last night, something woke me up, and I looked around the room. There was nothing there. The dog was asleep on his bed across the room. Mr. Martini was asleep on the other side of the bed. And I put my head back down and kind of readjusted. And then all of a sudden I felt something pushed down between my feet at the bottom of the bed. So I thought it was like the dog putting his nose between my feet. And I looked over and the dog was still asleep on his bed. So I don't know what that was, but it was definitely a pressure that came down in between my feet. My feet were separated and it just pushed down in between and didn't make a noise. So that was kind of bizarre. So this has been a really hard day for us. Our dog that we brought with us was really old, and she fell out of the back of the car and hurt her foot really bad. And she's so old that we had to put her down here in Santa Fe. So you can just kind of tell by looking at me that I haven't had a ton of sleep. I just keep getting woken up, and it's in the middle of the night. There's nobody in the hallway. You don't hear any noises. You don't hear anybody above you, below you, or anything. And, we are on the plaza, but when you look out at the plaza at night, there's nobody out there. I mean, this is a sleepy town at night. So I'm not really sure what keeps waking me up. another thing that happened is because something keeps waking me up, I put the set up the IR camera, and it pretty much shut down and drained of battery like by midnight, like almost to a T. That's my puppy. And another thing about that IR camera, I had it set to motion detection, so it shouldn't have come on unless something was moving around in the room. And it had only been on for, 12 motions, and that was just us going to bed. And after that, it just died. Like, as we got into bed, it just died. It should have lasted a long time because it's not filming the whole time. Make sure to check out all our videos on traveling in New Mexico. It is truly an enchanted place. Make sure to check out the links in the description. They help support this channel. And thank you so much for coming by. You have no idea how much we appreciate it.